Welcome to Simbach Designs. Mike Worley here. Today we are going to create a video from a still photo edited in Photoshop. The effect is called 2.5D or Parallax. It is now a very popular effect for website home pages. Here is an example of 3 such videos I incorporated in a slider for my homepage. Very nice, is it not? We will use the video timeline feature of Photoshop to create the video and render it as an MP4. First, open Photoshop and bring in an image. I am using this image of a woman working at a computer. You want an image with a sharp and distinct border between the background and the object you want to animate. If necessary, adjust the image size to your desired measurements. This image is much too large. I will adjust it to 1920 pixels wide. That is a good size for a hero image or full screen slider. If necessary, adjust the image display size to fit the screen. In the Layers window, unlock the layer by clicking on the lock. Now select the pen tool. We are going to create a path outlining the woman, her desk and computer. Make sure the tool is set for path rather than shape or pixels. Point by point, outline these shapes. This is a tedious process, so I am going to skip ahead. When I return, we will complete the path. There we go. Let's close the path and convert it to a selection. When the path is closed, go to the Paths window and select Load Path as a selection. The path is converted to a selection. Copy the selection to the clipboard and delete the selected content. Now go to Edit, Paste Special, and Paste into. Paste the content into the selection. This created a new layer with the woman on it. What we have now is 2 layers. One is the background with a hole where the woman, her desk and computer were. The other is a layer with the woman and her items. Next, we have to fill the hole in the background so the hole doesn't appear when we animate the layers. First, we select the woman layer by double-clicking on the layer and a selection appears. Now, select the background layer. To fill the hole we go to Edit, Fill. When the Fill widget appears, make sure the contents are set for Content Aware and click OK. Photoshop now fills in the missing content the best it can. Usually, it does a good job, but a little editing is often required. For this, I use the Spot Healing Brush tool to remove the faint outlines left. It is really up to you, depending on your needs. The sponge tool or the clone stamp are other possibilities. When we have the background the way we want, we will create a video timeline. If the timeline does not appear at the bottom of your user interface, select Windows, Timeline and it will appear. Select Create Video Timeline. Make sure it is not on Create Frame Animation. That is not what we want. When you double-click on Create a Video Timeline, the 2 layers will appear in the timeline. The default length of the video is okay, but you can adjust it by clicking and dragging the length of each layer in the timeline like this. You want to set it to loop, so we go to the timeline controls and select the gear icon, then check loop playback. Now we will set up the animations. This is where this tutorial departs from other tutorials on the subject. It doesn't use a complex combination of keyframes, positioning and resizing. My way uses the motion function built into Photoshop to achieve the same results. The top layer on the timeline should be the foreground object. The layer below should be the background. First, right-click the foreground layer and the motion widget appears. Select Zoom, Zoom in. Make sure it is set to zoom in from the center and resize to fill canvas is not checked. This is important. If the box is checked, it will really mess the animation up. On the background layer, do the same thing, but this time have it zooming in from the upper left. Now, let's see how it comes out. In the timeline controls, click the play icon. It looks good. We now render the video. Go to Edit, Export, Render Video and a dialog window appears that lets us name the video and save it where we want to. Make sure it is set for MP4. The rest of the default setting should be okay if it is set for H.264. Render it. It will take a few moments to render. Now, let's view our video. It looks good, but note it is short and doesn't loop. You will have to set it for loop in your player setup. Well, that's the end of our time together. I hope this has helped. Your questions or comments will be greatly appreciated. Please subscribe. I can't tell you how much it means that you subscribe. If I am to be eligible for YouTube monetization, I need to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm way short of that. We need your support to continue. Please subscribe now and see all the great tutorials we have now and will have in the future. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Best wishes always and good day.